It was a throwaway moment. A photograph that shouldn't have happened. Is Barrier Beach. My assistant and I had driven up the Pacific Coastline Highway from Santa Monica towards Malibu and stumbled upon Will Rogers Beach State Park. It was April in LA, and June Gloom had arrived early. Gale force winds and torrential downpours had flooded much of Malibu and the PCH just before my arrival. An exciting time to be in LA, to say the least. I was on assignment from a private collector to capture the coastline of LA in a way that I saw fitting. The absence of sun was putting that shot in jeopardy, or so I thought. The first words out of my assistant's mouth when he picked me up was, "Sorry?" "Sorry for what?" I responded. "The rain," he said. Seeing that I looked puzzled, he reminded me that it still rarely rains in Southern California. However, this rare rain event had even caused mudslides. No stranger to Midwest and New York rain, I was unfazed and saw an opportunity that got me giddy inside. "Where to first?" he said, pulling out of LAX. Traveling light, we got underway on the PCH towards Malibu. It was cloudy and miserable by LA standards. Looking around on the drive up north, I thought to myself, this reminds me of the last time I was in Portland. Definitely not cheery. We pulled into Will Rogers, and the rock barriers caught my attention almost immediately. Similar to the rock barriers I had shot and captured on Long Island and the East Coast, I immediately thought I need to climb these rock formations to their starting points and pointing towards the Pacific, capture the crashing waves. Now, I was unfazed by the slippery task at hand, but my assistant, turns out, was quite fazed and shouted as much with each slippery step, carrying an umbrella as to not get rain on the camera. 30 minutes later, we had gotten our shot, but it was definitely about 90, really. And I was satisfied, but still enjoying the fog slowly burn off. We looked a quarter of a mile up north and saw a concrete barrier which led to a lifeguard station. Curious to see if there was another possible angle or shot, we walked to the concrete structure and, passing on it, captured this moment, Barrier Beach. Now that's it. 2 minutes. Seriously, 2 minutes. No tripod setup, no exposure, no focus calculation, no perilous traversing over a slippery, jagged rock. Just a quick handheld frame, a snap, and we walked to the lifeguard station, looked around, and got back into the 4x4, and it was on to our next location. Now, truth be told, I didn't think of much of the shot at the time. My assistant and I had just spent the better part of 2 hours getting my initial hero shot. That this shot seemed an afterthought. It often reminds me, as it does in the studio, that it's not the shots that I choose that I think are going to light up my clients, but it's often the ones that they scour through my contact sheets for, that they've seen in their mind's eye, that are illuminated in my work on those sheets. Available in a variety of sizes and frames, get lost in the gloom of June in this foggy California landscape. Behind the frame, number 5, Barrier Beach. I'm Alexander Karyaka.